is nothing wrong with the planet. Nothing wrong with the planet. The planet is fine. The people are
Yeah, we have to do something.
Arey boy, who is this fellow bird?
Omkar is a naturalist and a wildlife photographer. Apparently he's been going there for the last 10 years.
And who's this Kabir guy?
I think he's some kid who makes nature documentaries.
Most people, like, we've seen a lot of rage on the internet, but I'm sure most people don't even know what Mole is or where it is. So first, before we talk about anything else, could you tell me about Mole? Like, why is it so special and why is everybody so angry about it?
So Mollem, as you know, it's a wildlife sanctuary in Goa, and Mollem Wildlife Sanctuary and National Park, they together they constitute one of the largest protected areas in Goa. So it's about 240 square kilometers, and this area is also contiguous with the neighboring forest of Kali Tiger Reserve. So combining with all these 4 sanctuaries in Goa, which is Madai, Mole, Netravali and Kotigaon, along with Kali Tiger Reserve, it forms a large patch of forest, which is a good tiger habitat as well. There are quite a few tigers which are there. So beyond this sanctuary also has a lot of bird species. So more than 200 bird species, more than 200 butterfly species, around 70 to 80 mammal species. There are species of dragonflies, 2 species of dragonflies which have been discovered from this sanctuary. Out of that, there is only one location of one of those dragonflies in entire the state of Goa. So in all, I think it's a very biodiverse region as well. And so plant species also, there are about 700 plus plant species, out of which 120 plus are endemic to India and Western Ghats.
Even the Western Ghats is like very, very biodiverse, and it's recognized by the United Nations also. So they say it as a world biodiversity hotspot. So that's why it has so much it's so rich in biodiversity, plants and animals, that it's really important to protect it.
So tell me about yourselves. Like, why are you all so passionate about this issue, and like, how are you related to it?
So I've been going through these forests, especially Mollem, for the last 10 years. So as a college kid as well, whenever I used to get free time, so I would spend my days there. I've pretty much explored most of it. There's still an area which I've not been to, but most of it I've been there, and I've seen the kind of diversity that exists there. And professionally also, I've been working there for the last 8 years. So I'm also kind of directly dependent on these forests.
For me, like, I've been to the forest with my parents, and I have a different connect with it, because we used to go there in the holidays, and when we used to go there for treks in the monsoons, we used to just be with the nature and forget these phones and everything. So we were just secluded, and that sense of seclusion you don't get anywhere else on this planet, literally. So when you're going to Tamrisola waterfall or whatever, it's just amazing. So with my medium, which is content creation and YouTube, I try to get closer to the issue and put out a message.
So you're the one who first put this on Instagram.
Oh yeah, I made a video about it on Instagram. There are many posts, but like I made
almost 40,000 views. Can you talk about the issue? What's the issue right now? Why is everyone so angry?
So the thing is, there are 3 linear development projects which are cutting through this sanctuary. So if you look at the map and from where these projects are passing through, I don't think they are even 10 kilometers apart from each other. So it's like they'll be bisecting the sanctuary into 4 different regions. So that will be a disconnect between the forests on either side of these projects, which will be very difficult for the animals to cross over, because if you consider the widening of the road, so that is a 4-lane road. So imagine how hard it will be for animals, especially smaller ones.
Wait, let's talk about what the 3 projects are. One is the widening of the roads, right?
Yes.
One is, where is that?
So the widening of the road is from Anmod to, so it's actually till Panjim. But we are basically speaking about the EIA which relates to from Anmod to Mollem. So that is a part of the wildlife sanctuary.
And what are the other 2 projects?
So the other one is the railway project. So the railway line which runs from Castle Rock to Vasco, which is the Southwestern Railway, that is to be double tracked. So that is again, it basically involves a parallel track to the one that is existing. And the third one is 400 kilowatt transmission line, which is
Lilo.
Lilo transmission line, which is coming from again Karnataka and cutting through another part of the forest, going I think to a place called Childe.
Right. But are there any plans for reforestation or any... Could you tell me first of all how many trees they plan on cutting and if there are any plans for reforestation?
So cumulative number of trees to be cut is somewhere around 50,000.
Okay.
Which is basically all three projects together.
Right.
And there are in the project proposals and in the EIS there's mention of compensatory afforestation in some other place, not exactly the same place, but if you see the kind of ecological services that these existing forests, these old forests provide, I don't think the afforestation which will be made in
Makes
some
up
other
for it.
place will compensate it
Right.
that much.
Do you think that enough people consider nature and wildlife as a priority when they're looking at projects like this? I'm not just talking about the government, but in general, do you think people really care?
A lot of people don't, from at least from these pandemic
Right.
things,
Right.
you get to realize that only when something directly affects us,
Yeah,
we care about it, or we
Exactly.
complain about it, we protest
Right.
about it.
right.
For example, if I'm cutting a forest in Mahadev Wildlife Sanctuary or Mahavir Wildlife Sanctuary,
Yeah.
if it is not directly affecting you, you probably will not be bothered.
Right.
That is how the attitude of people is. So these things people need to, they
Yeah,
need
why
to connect.
should they care? Tell me why they should care.
You see all the water that we get in Goa, all the big reservoirs, all the dams and all that are built which supply water to the entire state. All this comes from the forest. If there is no filtration or rather soaking of water in those areas, then the water will not come down to these reservoirs.
Okay.
So water security is one of the main things that people need to understand. I mean, if these forests are not there, the water will just go wash off into the ocean. It will not get soaked into the ground and not it doesn't come to us through the streams and the rivers that are there.
Yeah, but like when the problem comes on the door, that's only when we are going to react to it. Even in the case of Corona, same thing happened. When the problem comes to you, that's when you're going to take the steps, not before that. So that's the attitude in general. But appreciating nature has to be a priority, I feel. And we have to be told about it. We can't be forced to do it.
Right.
It's just that you need to feel it when you are
Right.
there.
Yeah, a lot of people might feel passionately about this because of the herd mentality.
Exactly.
But
right.
that's not
That's not how it works.
we should make people aware that they should care about these things from an earlier point.
True.
How bad is the current damage that's already been done to the forest?
So right now, whatever felling has happened, it's not actually inside the sanctuary.
Okay.
It is, but it's not very far from the sanctuary as well. It's just I think 3-4 kilometers away from the sanctuary.
Okay.
But that's also a good forested patch which has been clear filled.
Like they had taken a picture of the rings of the trees.
Yeah.
According to that, you can come to know how
Age.
old it is. Yeah.
Right.
So you can actually see that it's a pretty old tree, and to grow that again will take a long time,
Hundreds of years.
which is not even feasible.
Are the actions that we are taking as a community enough, or do we need a stronger form of non-violent protest to really get the government's attention?
I think right now it's a lot is being done by not just people who are aware about it, enthusiastic about it, but even the student communities are getting involved, and we are getting noticed all over the country as well. So people from other parts of India are also supporting the movement.
Okay.
So right now I would say it's
It's growing.
it's growing.
Yeah. So we
People are
can
doing-
expect, but we have a lot of people who want to come in, join.
Right.
That's a good sign.
Right.
It's a great sign.
Yeah. So since you've been visiting the forest for the last 10 years and you for however long you've been visiting it, what are the changes that you've seen in the last 10 years?
In terms of the forest, I don't really see much because it's intact. I mean, it's not disturbed, so it's there as it is.
But when you see these trails for the waterfalls and all, there's a lot of plastic. Like there is a lot of plastic. So when we go for like these treks, try to pick it up, because now in the monsoons people will go there.
Yeah.
And even if you don't have an intention, just pick up what you see.
Yeah, I agree. Everyone who's going coping with their friends,
Exactly.
just take a box with you.
Exactly.
Take a box and bring it back.
What I say is like, when you take this stuff, it's heavier.
Yeah.
When you're getting it, it's lighter.
Yeah,
What is the
exactly.
problem in getting it back?
Yeah.
I agree. Yeah.
And like, I mean, the people also light up when they're coming back, so that's why they don't care. So
Yeah.
they just throw it, and that thing can have so much impact,
Hmm.
which you don't even think about at that moment.
Right.
But if you actually think about it, that plastic can like just kill so many
Yeah.
animals. So just being that consideration in the person
Right.
about picking that thing up, even if it's not yours.
Right.
If you just see it like lying there and
Right.
it's in your sight,
Yeah.
okay, and that thought comes in your head, should I pick it up?
Right.
Just go ahead and pick it up.
So what I think that this whole controversy around Mole has done, more than anything else, more than protecting Mole also, it has created awareness and created active concern amongst the public of Goa.
Yeah,
Definitely.
super true.
A lot of people are more aware of nature, or at least have shown interest in wanting to know.
Exactly.
Right? So what do you think everyone can do on an individual level to get to know more about nature and also to protect it? Like, talk about everything from saving electricity to planting a tree maybe,
Yeah.
or donating to some NGO. What are all the things that people at home watching this can do right now?
I would just like to say, first of all, go to the forest. As soon as this opens, go to the forest, feel the energy which you feel in the forest. Otherwise, you won't really be able to relate to it.
Okay.
When you go there, when you are in that nature, when you are in the element,
Right.
you'll be in the state of mind which will really help you. So to relate to the problems or just to be taking that energy. That's the first step, I would say.
And
Then-
like I mentioned earlier, everyone has to be ecologically conscious,
Hmm.
environmentally conscious. Even the little things that you do, like you eat a chocolate, throw the wrapper just beside
Exactly.
the road.
Yeah.
Small things like these, segregate your waste, and basically, in whatever way possible, try to use less of electricity or less of your anything that involves nature being damaged for it.
Hmm.
Use it less, and plant trees as well. That's obviously there.
Yeah.
Everyone has to be conscious about these things so that they themselves can get involved in such kind of things, or they themselves can at an individual level help in some way conserving nature.
So as he said, plant trees, I have a friend he's a chef by profession and he has a restaurant. So if you click a picture planting a tree, he gives you a pizza. So
Okay.
you stand a chance of winning
What's
a pizza.
that called?
It's called it's Pizza for Earth. That's what we call it. So I've
Okay.
done a thing with him,
Okay.
and where you can just take a picture of you, post it on Instagram or Facebook, and
Right.
he'll get in touch with you, and you may stand a chance to win a pizza
Okay.
from him, which he'll make on his own.
Okay.
So such things can be encouraged because
Yeah.
that will help a lot.
Yeah.
Because simply planting a tree, that you don't see that energy in people. But when you say there's something you can get,
Hmm.
there's something which you are getting through it, then there is a lot of kids also who want to join in, which is great to see.
Yeah. But the end goal shouldn't be that they do it because of the incentive.
Oh no,
the
no,
end
no,
goal
no.
should be that they
So-
do it
No, no.
because they realize
So-
its value.
Just
But
starting
this is a
it,
good way to get
yeah,
people
yeah, to start the
be
fire.
interested. Yeah.
So when they go and plant the thing, when they plant the plant,
Yeah.
they'll realize how it's good to
Yeah,
go
they
through
might
that process.
start the process because of the pizza, but they
Exactly.
should want to
Continue
continue
it.
doing
Exactly.
it.
So
because of
the
that.
most important thing about planting trees is you also need to take care of
of
them.
it. True.
Okay.
It is not like you plant a tree
And then you forget
it will
about
grow.
it.
Right.
It may grow, it may not grow, but
Hmm.
the important thing is to take care of it.
Right.
You don't have to sit with it the
That
entire
is-
day,
Yeah.
but just see that it's there. See it needs water or
Right.
That is what makes the compensatory afforestation a failure at times.
exactly.
Okay.
Because these trees are not monitored after they are being planted.
Okay. And now I don't realistically expect everybody to go to the forest or to plant
True.
trees. Is there anything that they can do money-wise to help? Like, many people might have good intentions but might not be willing to get their hands dirty.
They can donate to the NGOs and
Could you
donate-
name some? We'll link all of them below, and then
Uh,
people can.
There are there's this Goa Bird Conservation Network,
Okay.
which is a NGO working on birds.
Right.
There are this Terra Conscious, which is actually not an NGO; it's a tour company as well. But
Okay.
they're
They're doing great
they're
work
also
in
doing,
conservation.
great work, especially in marine conservation.
Hmm.
They've trained lifeguards for marine mammal and turtle rescues.
Okay.
So you can donate to organizations like those.
Okay.
Then
Even the Ugly Goan, our organization. So if you all are willing to give us saplings, we'll go and plant them. We'll get the manpower to plant them.
Hmm.
So there are a lot of opportunities. Just be willing to come and help. We're always
Okay.
there.
also helps when you're working with government bodies as well as NGOs. It's
Okay.
not like government will never do
Exactly.
a thing.
Right.
So it's better to
Collaborate.
collaborate
Hmm.
with these.
Okay. Any closing notes for this? Any advice that you have for people? Anything that you want them to take from this?
I would just say, nurture nature to preserve our future. See, we have to protect ourselves. The planet will be there. We won't. If anything bad happens to the planet. So we have to think about ourselves here also. It's not that we are killing only the planet. We're killing ourselves also through this. So whatever medium you have, whatever voice you have in society, just use it. If you're a writer, you write about it. Videos, you can make videos. A teacher, tell your students about it. So whatever field, whatever medium you're through, pass that message. That's the most important thing. It's also easy for us to say that, just stop it. But every one of us wants these facilities. Who of us can't stay without electricity? Who of us can't stay without AC at home? All of us need all these things. So if we are not willing to compromise on those things, we can't expect the government to compromise on these projects also. Because they are providing us what we need. Forget the industries. They need the power, but on a personal level, reduce the amount of electricity you're using. That can have if everyone does it, imagine the amount of electricity which will be saved. And maybe they won't even get the power plant.
You think it's enough for just people to do it and not industries to also do it?
Yeah, see, there's a lot of people in this country, and if everyone even practices it in their own scale, it's possible. It's really
You think it's really possible if everyone reduces their electricity consumption, it will make a significant difference?
Yep, 100%.
You agree?
Yeah.
Okay.
Everyone needs to be ecologically conscious.
Exactly.
That is the need of the hour.
If they don't care about something, they won't obviously protect it,
Right.
and just putting stories won't help at all.
Well, thanks guys. Stay home, stay safe, and save Mole. Wait, pause. Everything is recording, right? 100% sure everything is recorded. We can't afford to lose anything at this point. You're not recording with that at all? Use it, just use it.
Just Hatinder,
I think that this will record on its own. No, you don't have to touch that.